now what we're going to show you is the use of a couple of the ICE digital daytime screens in an evening environment. So pretty much it's night time now, and 9 o'clock at night. And so what I want to show you now is, and explain a few things that are quite interesting that's happening here at the moment. So we have two screens, and essentially they're just in these holders, which you might not be able to see that clearly in the evening darkness. But anyway, on this one here we've got the ICE HoloContra screen, the matte finish one, and it's just in these standard acrylic brochure holders. And on the far side here, on this one here, we have the holographic film. And so there's quite interesting happening here. Now I've actually set the camera a little bit off center so that the camera is not coming straight directly through into the HoloContra or through the ICE Hololite screen, because the camera will be affected by the projector and will really affect the exposure. So we're coming off on a little bit of an angle, so in fact this screen here where my hand is now is actually blocking the view of the projector, so it doesn't glare out, because if it's on the side here it would just burn it out. So, but I think you can probably agree with me that both of these images are actually pretty similar, and really the difference is, and it's so bright that our eye can't really see through the density of the colour and through to the back area, though you can obviously see my hand here, and as you would have seen, I can actually see my skin quite clearly. It's actually quite an interesting effect. It's like a mask cutout. So I can see the colour of my skin, but you probably won't be able to see it with the camera exposure. And so really what we can see here is that at night time, when you're using both of those screens together on, say, a shop window, that in actual fact they have pretty much an equal performance. It's only during the daytime that this image then, on where my hand is again, on the Hololite screen, where the eye can actually see through the areas of the image that don't have high intensity of colour. Now remembering that the black part of the image is actually the absence of light. And so on the HoloContra one here, we get a pretty stunning image as well. So if I now just zoom in a little bit, because it's actually blowing out in terms of the exposure, because it's so dark in the daytime sky. And if I just zoom in there, you can see there that it's it's a little bit of hot spotting, and that's to be expected with you know, a normal camera, and you're filming it straight into the projector. And if we go around to this side here now, you can see now what happens. You can see the projector lamp is actually coming right through there, and you can just see that little bright spot, and you can see occasionally, like this now, it really flares out and you're getting those vertical dotted lines. Okay, so it's actually quite difficult to see through that holographic screen now, because it's so, the intensity of the image is so strong in a nighttime environment. And if we just move it back a little bit now, and you can actually see how we don't have that intensity burning out in the image of the screen. So I mean, that looks pretty cool. There's the guys racing. And now what I want to show you is, if we come around to the other side, so you can see here, I'm pretty much on the other side, and you can see on the reflection of the window over there, we can actually get a double view. So on this side here, we're now on the side of the projector, and you can see here now, down in this corner here, you can see how the acrylic is now actually reflecting, acting as a mirror. The projector light's hitting on here and is actually reflecting back now into the camera, even though in fact it appears as though the camera or the projector is actually in front of the camera, but in actual fact it's behind, and that's due to the reflective nature of characteristic of the acrylic acting as a mirror. Okay, so we'll actually just show you that again. Come around here, you can see the holders there, and so it's ICE HoloContra and the ICE Hololite. Next one I want to show you and do a comparison between the HoloContra is the ICE Dupix film, the 360-degree viewing film, and show you the comparative difference. Essentially one will be a white screen and the other is a dark grey screen, but in an ideal perfect conditions like we have at the moment, we get excellent performance from both.